tell me I'm so they can buy some outfits. How about their sons a pack of Pampers, some new Jordans? Give them the game, school them on what's really important. That's how I was raised. Had me 13, fresh off the porch. But I'm wiser now, showing my young. There's other ways to get them dollars and funds. Coming down in an old school, so cool. Whip like a fireball, call it go cool. You don't know the tribulations that we go through. Put your ears to the speakers, I'ma show you. I paint a picture so perfect. Hit my CD, you see Mona Lisa in person. Courtesy of a hunter beat. Got my the essays in arm reach. One way. Ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out public. I got the whole block up. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out public.
Commaculations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Commaculations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Commaculations. Commaculations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old trenches. Looking at my life through different lenses. Like when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And the basket by Trent.
And this is Trent's shot right here, which is why the defense has to be better at knowing how to guard him.
Now here's Giddey. Over to the wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Usually a straight-on three-point shooter, Vucevic showing his versatility.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Okay now, Rook. Buzelis showing he can finish with some power.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, having settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Now here's Giddey. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Into the lane. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
And here's Thompson for three. Gets the three to fall.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Lillard. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
There is this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the three, he'll get to the mid-range and bury those.
Here's Giddey. And he slams it in one-handed.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just see.
Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Trent outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Antetokounmpo has got 8.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Here's Giddey. Here he goes. No good on the shot. Milwaukee in the lead. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with you.
And when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, Coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Back to Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 10 points for him.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Jackson. Hits the trifecta.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
Left side, Giddey. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And that's not going to go. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
That's good from Porter. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Here's Thompson. Oh, Clay takes the contact and finishes.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And the shot's good.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Floats one up, and it's laid in by Jones. Jones has got his first basket.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Pass to Prince. To the middle. Here's Chandler. And he buries his first look.
I like how Taurean Prince moves the ball, consistent at getting it to his teammates within the offense.
There's a screen. Thompson left side. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Lopez.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the basket is good.
Just so smooth inside. Lopez, a gifted finisher as a big.
Bulls trail by 8. Jones feels it out. Pass to Thompson. Up and over Porter. Thompson's shot is off.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That free throw, no good. So both teams making some changes here. And the second free throw is good. The Bucks leading by 7. Antetokounmpo with it. 10 points for him over Buzelis. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Chicago with the ball. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Making a switch here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And that one's good. Giddey's got 8.
Well, pretty sturdy inside. Giddey's got that size and ready to battle.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And so the ball out of bounds. Herter touched it last. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000 point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I could stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Giannis with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 5. Antetokounmpo on the attack. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 7.
And not just a volume shooter. Lillard, very accurate.
Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more. But this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Shooting threes hasn't done them much good. They may want to revise their strategy. Yeah, he was really shooting the ball well at the start, but he's somehow getting less and less consistent.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Lillard outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
From the high post. White can't hit. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
And Portis can get going at his size. He charged in there, and he found himself a look.
Pass to White. Shot to stop the run. He buries it from 3. White's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Vucevic. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Vucevic has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Pass to Buzelis. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee leading by 9. And there's the lob. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, good pass from Trent Jr. When someone is uncovered on his team, he'll be sure to find them.
Left side Jones. Pass to White. Pulls up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. White's got 5.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Jones with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. And that one drops. Jones has gotten his 2nd bucket.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, left side. Beyond the arc. Lillard can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 7. White looking it over. Pass to Buzelis. Buries it from 3. He has 7.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Antetokounmpo outside. Lillard outside. Portis a screen. 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo inside. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. On the wing, Jones. Back to White. Pass to Buzelis. 19-footer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Portis outside.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Trent on the wing. Fires the three. The shot won't fall. Bulls trail by 4. Here's White. Not enough on that one as it misses. Portis left side. Antetokounmpo right side. For 3, here's Lillard. Nails it from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Lillard's got 10.
And one of the quickest triggers. Lillard says, now you see it, now you don't.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade. His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Back to Lillard. Over Jones. Lillard can't get it to go.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now White. He's got 5. And he lays it up and in. 7 points in the game.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Pass to Buzelis for the tie. It's hauled in by Portis. For 3, here's Lillard. No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Bucks on top, leading by
42.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks. 3-point lead. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
And making the shot while getting fouled. I mean, it's about focus. KPJ staying with it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble. And they've made the most of their chances there as well.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
The drive by Porter. Back to Lopez. Pass to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. That one's good for 2. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Yeah, big effort from Porter down low. Getting past some contact into his shot.
Here's Giddey. Chicago making a switch here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming out of the floor.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Collins. Good work there as it goes. Collins hasn't got his first bucket in this one.
Capable of torching you from that spot. Collins looking very comfy.
Milwaukee leading by 4. On the wing, Porter. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Giddey. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On target from range. Giddey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now we're used to seeing Giddey give up the ball on actions like that. Nice to see him get a little greedy.
Here's Porter. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Pass to Herder. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Herder getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Trent. Portis a screen. Here's Lillard. And there's the rejection.
Nice rejection from Giddey.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Chicago leading. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Going inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
No nerves from Josh Giddey that time.
Antetokounmpo, right side. And that's a foul. Called on Kevin Herder. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Lillard outside. To stop the drought. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Bulls leading by 3. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Thompson. Here's Buzelis. Down low. Portis with the steal. And here is Antetokounmpo. Over to the left wing. Here's Lillard. Buzelis grabs the board. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. It's tipped. Thompson outside. Over Trent. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. He takes it in. Count it!
His teammates look to Buzelis in the big moment, and he must be doing something right.
Lillard outside. Now here's Trent. To tie it up. Misses the trade. So it's the Bulls taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
long way. Been a long way. Been a long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Woo! 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 This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get chipped like ice. The price just went up, the checks come down from talking that spice. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog, since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, bet. Put a ribbon on it. Real, never switch that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. And it's still that way. For a day. Live that way. That way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Been a long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still that way.
Punch the clock with inspiration. No standing in line, man. Guess list sorted. I worked 7 days this week, man. Fake the accreditations. Paid outfits that I'll return later. Got yourself some new shoes. 50 hours overtime. Can't get no sleep. Fashion week. Dress to the T's, man, you own this place. Spit that smile, do that dance. Monday we'll come down, but Wednesday we'll be back. Ha ha! Got yourself some new shoes. 50 hours overtime. Fashion week. Can't get no sleep.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. And now... we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now, here is James. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Lillard right side. Pass to Chandler. Portis for three. Sinks the tray. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Los Angeles' head coach had a few moments to share with me. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Off target from outside. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a three-point game. And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Yeah, there's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lillard outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Hachimura outside. Doncic outside. 5 to shoot. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
As always, Doncic attracts a lot of attention. Makes a lot of tough shots with hands in his face.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Giannis Antetokounmpo go to the line here. That one on Doncic. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
James can't cash it in from close range. To the inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
From about 19, Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Now, here is James. 6 points for him. Doncic outside. Back to Robinson. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Portis with it. Picked up by James. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Doncic.
Think about Giannis and just how special of a player he is. We know off the court the endeavors he's into. And this guy has really grown into a global ambassador for the game of basketball.
He hits the second from the line. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Fires in the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
56 seconds left to play in the first. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Pulls up for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James inside. Pass to Doncic. Out to James. Clock at 6. Hachimura outside. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And it's Doncic missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks.
22.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now the burden of expectations, it's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Basket counts.
And that's just a hustle play right there by Connect. You gotta love seeing rookies like him do this.
Here's Lopez, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Hayes with a screen. Here's Reeves. And finished off by Hayes.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Outside for Porter. Pass to Prince. On the wing, Kuzma. 5 on the clock. Back to Prince. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Porter from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Reeves. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Pat Connaughton. It's his first trip to the line. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Here's Reeves. Hayes with a screen to the middle. Right side Reeves. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Milwaukee leading by 17. Down low. Here's Lopez. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Pass to Goodwin. Back to Reeves. Kuzma with the defensive effort. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Outside Porter. And here's Connaughton. And stolen by Hayes. Pass to connect. From behind the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Lopez. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Too much. Defense unable to slow Lopez down.
.111 left in the first half of basketball. Reeves with the ball. To end the drought. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Robinson. Lakers trail by 17. Outside Reeves. Inside. Left side Vanderbilt. Doncic. Off with the layup.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position. Plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Oh, Robinson with a block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Count it. Good. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up 15 points as this quarter concludes. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Antetokounmpo outside. The 3, and it's Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 9.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent, and lately he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, B.A., fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
6 on the shot clock. Portis outside from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
And the defense make it too easy for LeBron James. Can't let him get that close.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Brian, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Lillard outside. Portis outside. Pass to Lillard. And the Bucks miss again.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
James outside. Now Robinson, defended by Lillard. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Lillard. Pass to Chandler. Lillard with the ball. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Chandler. And another miss by Milwaukee. Lakers trail by 12. Portis into the lane. Jackson outside. Now here's Lillard. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Chandler. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's James. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Getting to the line at will. James using his smarts these days to draw those kind of shooting fouls.
Both free throws good from James. The Bucks leading by 10. Antetokounmpo outside. To the wing on the left. And it's Chandler missing. Lets a floater go. James can't get it to go. So it's Milwaukee now. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
James can't get it to go.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Antetokounmpo drives in. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Robinson. James attacking. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. James has got 6 in the quarter.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there.
Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
There's James on the wing. He's got 12. Hachimura outside. James inside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Antetokounmpo outside. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And some changes here for the Bucks. Porter looks it over. Kuzma outside. Trent on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Trent's got his first basket.
Part of playing with Trent is you got to set him up. He's so good shooting it off the catch.
Back to Reeves. Pass to Goodwin. Outside Reeves. No good with a layup.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Lakers trail by 12. Pass to Covington. Back to Reeves. Hayes with a screen to the paint. Shoots over Lopez. The shot. Goes back up with the clock winding down. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Bucks leading by 12. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Porter. The three. And it's Connect with a rebound. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Covington. Defended by Kuzma. Right side Reeves. Picked by Covington. 6 to shoot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Kevin Porter. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Lakers trail by 11. Outside Covington. On the wing, Reeves. Hayes with a screen. Reeves with the ball. Portis picks him up. In transition. Here come the Bucks. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Knocked loose. James with a steal. Pass to Robinson. Out to James.
LeBron James.
Back to Robinson. Now Vanderbilt. There's the three. On target from range. Vanderbilt's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Antetokounmpo inside. Portis for three. Hachimura with a rebound. The Lakers trail. Pass to Reeves. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Now here is James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
That is what makes LeBron James so special. Size and the handle, a nightmare to cover.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Milwaukee leading by 9. Pass to Jackson. Here's Chandler. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. LeBron going downhill. And slam dunk by James.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Portis. For three, here's Lillard. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And here are the Bucks now. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And now a 12-point Milwaukee lead.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Bucks.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Spins. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Now the Lakers moving it up for the finish. And slam dunk by James. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. So this one belongs to the Bucks. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Go Bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. Get this right in. Pull the out the pantry. Take it and I'm dancing. She bop like a like a candle. Up in the car seat. Hold it for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever I'm burn at the party. Fly, looking dummy. I'll probably get like a money. I'm getting this cash, it's my lady Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the when they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep. Way I slide in that coupe, boy, I keep that pump. We done went right there all the way to the sun. Get in the pot, get like a. Why would I keep her? I never went London. I just went and gave to my brother. But then the oak the supper. Why would you keep her in the circle? Why would you keep her in? Ride the hallway, ride the bus. What my house look like? Walk in, she gon' make it. I do damage.
A crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis looking for the Timberwolves. To have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by Milwaukee. Left side, Jackson. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And now they decide to foul and check.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Takes a three. Hits it from three-point range.
Look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Now here's Giannis. Now Lillard from outside the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer. Of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Down low. Here. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammates.
Now, here's McDaniels. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
And the defense of the Timberwolves as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done. I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
Here's Sunville. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Edwards with it. Lillard picks him up. Screen by McDaniel. Here's Edwards. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Outside for Jackson. That three off the mark.
defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And that one drops.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the dunk by Jackson.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Here's Sunvold. Back to McDaniel. Clock at 6. To the wing right side. The shot by Sunvold, no good. The Bucks trail. Giannis outside. They get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. And Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clog lanes, but really all we can do is pray a shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Edwards. Outside, Dort. Outside, Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Now here's Giannis. Reed with the rebound.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Pass to McDaniels. Here is Edwards. Reed with it. Here's Sunvold. And the rejection by Jackson. Now, here's Lillard. Three-pointer. And again, the Bucks miss. And here's Edwards from the arc. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead 5-4. After this break, and if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Here's Jackson. Misses from close range. Minnesota leading 5-4. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's Sunvold, and an intentional foul right there.
First team foul.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Over in the corner, Portis. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
He takes it in. Analytics for the eye test. The optics for the numbers in front, Greg. When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Reed with
with the block. Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Bucks trailed by 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to, just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. The shot by McDaniels, no good. And so it's Milwaukee with it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Giannis inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
Yeah, Gobert making good on the threat of his height and length, just hammering it down.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Dillingham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
To the inside. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Into the box, number 5.
Here is Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kuzma. Takes it off the glass. Kuzma's got his first bucket in this one.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Back to Wiggins. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And it's off from three-point range. Over to the left wing. Lopez inside. Banked in off the glass. Lopez has got his second bucket tonight. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Bucks on top, leading by a point. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Here's Sunvold. Drives to the hoop. Can't cash in from close range.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the back.
Over to the wing. McDaniels up top. 6 points for him. Reed misses. Bucks leading by 5. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
There's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Pass to Lopez. Shoots over McDaniel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Dan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Screen by McDaniel. Pass to Reed. And here's Edwards. 5 to shoot. And nothing is falling for him right now.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
The Bucks making a switch here.
Second team foul. And for the Bucks.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Second chance shot. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. The 3-ball. Buries the long-range jumper. McDaniels got 9.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the 3, that really helps their spacing.
Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to get back on track here. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Back to Lillard. Puts up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Timberwolves trailed by 6. Now Dillingham. Pass to Alexander Walker. Good on the triple. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Lillard's got 8 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percent. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside, Edwards.
Oh, Edwards! Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim, because he will dunk it on you.
Porter looking it over. Kuzma outside. Outside, Porter. 6 to shoot. Back to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And I like that Kuzma can go off 1 or 2 feet. It really allows him to attack the rim with ease.
Mr. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Here's Porter. Out to Chandler. To the paint. Here's Prince. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Dort.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Outside, Edwards. Gobert, the screen. Outside, Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Thank you, David. Outside, Dort. Inside, Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Lopez outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Looking to end his cold spell.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Gobert, the screen. Right wing. To the middle. From the left block. Out to Edwards. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Lopez a screen. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
For 3, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Antetokounmpo gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
Had the space there, but it's offline.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Giannis high post. The kick out to Lopez. No good on the 3. And so it's Minnesota with it. Pass to Reed. The 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
And Lopez has it in the corner. Here's Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Brook Lopez hits from deep. And the Bucks lead by 9.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Reed misses. And so the Bucks take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up.
Some wishes that know the name, that got the fame, and even with no L's, I'm cruising in my lane. I'm trying to get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about the amount. Be like on the shade room. YBS coin, that's it that make the trade boom. For real, can't wait for my to hit. That's it. YBS way too hot for all it. Be lit. Young body nigga, speaking that fact. I'm the voice. On my end, can't turn my back. Never had no choice.
Not know what you just started. Me and my go gnarly. Give about this party. We gon' step on regard. Get my coin and swipe that. Now the spirit to charge. Making moves. I be be really March. I got hands for I get bands for a show. He want chance after chance after chance. No, I keep saying free little folk. Do my dance on them folks. If it's up, it's going down soon as I land on them folks. I do what I want, I'm pressure. Don't follow the rules, I'm real. No, I stand out, I'm special. I'm stand up like Kevin. Oh God, you a bum, you mess. Don't stall me, I'm petty. Lying in the I'm ready. I don't pick and choose, it's up with whoever. All my diamonds certain, and all these members 32. Smiling in my I owe 32. C8 doors open up for me. Hear the engine roar. Switch sport. I got somewhere to be, little baby. I'm important. It came with it. Yeah, that's my favorite. The P my only. I said no, but you my favorite one. Nah, for real. Yeah, Rick. I one. You mean? Nah, I can't make you mine, but I can make it. In them streets, baby, I'm a thug. I just threw 10,000 something ones in this club. I'm popping this so hard, cause I ain't used to. Deep ain't got no type, they want stupid.